This morning starts a new food series here on the channel, something that I've never done before and I've really wanted to do, and that is we're gonna ask the cast members what they like to eat. We're gonna start here at Galactic Grill for breakfast. And this morning I was served by Maya from Anaheim. At least that's what her name badge says. You know, I haven't actually paid attention to it much here in Disneyland, but I feel like most people are from this area, you know, somewhere in Southern California. Whereas if you go to Walt Disney World, their name badges say all over the place, all over the country, all over the world, and that sort of thing. We'll pay attention as we start to do this series. But Maya from Anaheim here at Galactic Grill, thank you for your recommendation this morning. When I asked Maya what her favorite item from the menu was this morning, she said the American breakfast burrito. We've gotten this a couple of times in the past, and I do agree it is a great item, and I'm so excited to have this for breakfast this morning. They serve the burrito with 2 packets of medium salsa that you can put on the burrito, so that's great. Well, that was pretty tasty, but a word of caution with some of these breakfast foods. There was nobody there. I just walked straight up to the window. And I feel like with a lot of these places that don't get a lot of people in the morning, they already pre-make stuff. I was being handed my burrito before I even finished paying for it. So it was definitely ready already. As a byproduct of that, the burrito wasn't quite hot. It wasn't cold either, but you know, it had definitely cooled down from when they first made it. So it wasn't quite as fresh as it could have been. Still a pretty good item though. This video is going to take a couple of visits to complete. I just can't eat that much food in a single visit, of course. And another concern that I possibly have that we're gonna have to see if we can work around later. I'm not saying this happened with Maya, but it's possible that when I say, what's your favorite item, they haven't actually ever eaten any of the items at the restaurant where they're serving. So they may just pick maybe the most ordered one, or maybe they pick the one that's the easiest. They already knew that burrito was sitting there waiting, ready to go, so they just offered that as an option, you know, that sort of thing. I don't know, we'll have to see. Next up on our fun little food tour idea, we're gonna come here to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and let the cast members settle it once and for all. Is it Team Blue or Team Green? The correct answer is Team Blue, by the way, but we'll see what they say. Aaron, my man, you said Team Blue. Awesome, that's what I wanted. I would have drinking the green one if they said green, but Aaron was Team Blue. Did not see where he was from because his name was written in the, I'm looking for like Star Warsy font around here, but yeah, it was unreasonable or unreadable where he was from, but yeah, Aaron belongs to Team Blue. I actually haven't had this in a while, so let's see what it's like again. Little citrusy hint of citrus. I don't really remember what these flavors are supposed to be though. It's like a milky icy. It's got ice in it, but it's a little bit more milky as well. Of course, we get a little closer here, you can see for yourself what I'm talking about. You can see the bits of ice there, but then if you look on the outside, you can also see more of a, you know, liquidier consistency. So it's not quite an icy, but it's also not quite milk. It's hard to explain. If you are a Star Wars fan, trying this is a must. I mean, I was put off of it for a long time. I mean, look at it, it's blue, right? It seems kind of weird, but it's really not that bad. It's strange, I'll give it that. It's strange, it's not your typical drink, but for a Star Wars fan, it's an absolute must. For our next item and our lunch entree, we're gonna come to Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe. I don't think I have ever waited standby for this restaurant, and that's why. But I kind of have to if I'm gonna ask the cast member what they think. And today I was served by Jessica, and she said that her favorite item on the menu was the birria toasted cheese on sourdough. She also said this is the most popular item on the menu. Additionally, she said she likes the turkey ciabatta sandwich, and I believe we've gotten that before, and if we have, you will be seeing it on your screen right now. Her 2 favorite items at Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe. Can't say I don't mind this choice. It's one of my favorites too. It's been going my way so far today. 3 times I have asked cast members for their favorite items, and their favorites line up with mine. So it's working for me. I actually thought I was going to be eating some things that I've never had before, or things that I know that I don't like that I avoid, because, you know, I am kind of picky. But yeah, our likes are aligning. Oh, wow, it's been a while since I have eaten that, and I forgot how filling it was. by the end of the sandwich, I was just eating the meat off of it, like the last half or so. Took maybe 2 bites and then just ate the meat off, because that bread is quite filling. Nice, tasty sourdough. A delicious meal, absolutely delicious. I still also really like the Jolly Holiday combo, the standard one, especially because I prefer the tomato basil soup over the beef stock that you have, the dipping for the beef birria. But the beef birria is also really good. Both of them phenomenal items. I'm just having such a good food day today thanks to the cast members. It's hot and I need a drink, so we're gonna come over here to a Smokejumpers Grill. We're gonna get a drink. They have 4 different ones here, I think, and we're gonna ask the cast member which one is their favorite. And we lucked out again. I promise I am not faking this. Molly was the cast member who helped me. Molly from Johnstown, Colorado. Somebody who is not from Anaheim. Anyway, she suggested the Pog Punch. She actually said, do you want alcoholic or non-alcoholic? I said, non-alcoholic, please. She said, well, my opinion's not going to be any different either way. We're going to go with the Pog Punch. And I said, yes, Pog Punch. Thank you, Molly. They have actually 4 different non-alcoholic specialty beverages here at Smokejumpers Grill. Yeah, 4 different options. 25% chance I was getting a Pog, and here we go. This is the best thing we have had all day. My only complaint is that it's gone too soon. Far too soon. But oh, is it tasty. I don't know how much longer this thing is gonna last. If it, like, you know, most of the seasonal stuff that's for Pixar Fest is ending, well, August 4th is the last day. And I'm hoping that the Pog Punch sticks around a little bit longer than that. I don't know if it's a Pixar Fest thing or what, or if it's just a summer thing or what. I don't know, but it's my favorite. It's a new day now, so we're gonna get some breakfast food again, and this time we're coming to Red Rose Taverne. It just opened up about 10 minutes ago, and the standby line is actually quite long. I almost always mobile order here as opposed to doing standby, but of course with this video I need to ask one of the cast members at the register what their favorite item is. So I do have to wait through the line. It does appear to be moving pretty good. And this morning I was served by Destiny from Anaheim, California, and she recommended the gourmet breakfast burrito. She said this is a little bit more filling than her other favorite, which was the Little Town Harvest Bowl, which is a quinoa bowl. We have gotten that in the past. You should be seeing that on your screen right now. But this morning we're going to be eating the gourmet breakfast sandwich, which does come with a side of tater tots. This is actually the first item in this video that I have never had before. And I'm not the biggest fan of eggs, and so it's also the first item that I probably wouldn't have picked for myself, but there is a good amount of cheese on this, so I'm actually looking forward to giving it a try. Sunglasses off so you can see eyes if there's a, you know, visible reaction. Can't really taste the cheese, but the egg also isn't like overpowering or anything. Like if I were just eating straight egg, because the bread and like the bacon sort of, I don't want to say it necessarily overpower the egg, but they definitely provide extra flavoring and texture other than just the egg. So this is a fine item. I'm, you know, after one bite, I'm not really racing to come back and get it though. Well, I've finished up the whole sandwich now, and I would say that by the end of the meal it had grown on me a little bit, just a little bit. As far as whether or not I would get it again, let me just say that I wouldn't not get it again. You know, I thought it was okay. I still hold to my initial opinion that I'm not going to be like racing back to get it, but it did grow on me a little bit there by the end. And I can see why, you know, people would enjoy it, especially if they like egg. That would be a really good option for them. My favorite item, since this is the first time a cast member has not picked my favorite item for breakfast from Red Rose Tavern is actually the Royal Chiffon Pancakes. It's a Mickey pancake, and I really like that one. Right now we are gonna head on over to Disney California Adventure. I thought about grabbing lunch at Disneyland, but then I remembered that we have actually done 3 full meals at Disneyland Park, and the only thing we've done over at DCA was grab a drink. So we're gonna come over here and get lunch, and most likely dinner as well. And I decided to come over here to San Francisco Square. One of my favorite places to eat, or it used to be, and it still sort of is, they changed their menu, is over here at Lucky Fortune Cookery. And I've only eaten 2 of the items on their new menu. So I thought we'd come play Russian roulette and see what we get with asking a cast member for their favorite item. Now, of these options, what I've gotten before is the bottom left, the yaki udon, and the upper right-hand corner, the beef bulgogi burrito. I have not gotten the other items. The one that I don't want, I'm hoping they don't say, is the beef birria ramen. But if I have to pick one that I'm hoping I get, is the karagi-inspired crispy chicken sandwich. Hardly anyone over in the mobile order area, and quite a line over here for standby. This is why I prefer to mobile order. Little mobile order trick. Right now it's 11:46, and the next window doesn't begin till 11:55. And you may say, well, that's 10 minutes away. I don't want to wait 10 minutes. But you can check in 5 minutes early. So really, you could check in with your mobile order at 11:50. Just 4 minutes from now, which is not terrible. I'd totally be fine with that. But again, that's not the theme of today's video. And the cast member I spoke to at Lucky Fortune Cookery, her name was Karen from Los Angeles. And surprise, surprise, I did not prompt her at all. She picked the karagi-inspired chicken sandwich, just the item I was hoping she would. I have never had this item. I am so excited to try it. Due to the nature of the seating area back there, I was not going to talk about it. Way too cramped, close quarters with tons of other people. And I don't want to be rude to them and that sort of thing. So we're just going to walk and talk. The first bite that I had was amazing. I just had a piece of the dry chicken that was sticking out and didn't even have any sauce on it or bun. And it was packed with flavor. I can't describe what it tastes like other than, it's a Japanese flair because it's San Francisco Square. And that Japanese flair was oh so good. I was a little nervous about the sauce. There's like a mayo type sauce on there, mayo-based sauce. And it ended up being pretty good. I don't really like mayo, but I enjoyed that. But it was also spicy, very, very spicy. Like, I went through a cup and a half of water, almost 2 full cups of water, thanks to that sandwich. And I only asked for a single cup of ice water. It's like Karen knew I was gonna need a second one because it's her favorite item and she knows it's spicy. So thank you, Karen, for giving me 2 cups of water. Absolutely needed it. Loved that chicken sandwich. And comparing it to the other items that I've had on the menu, I don't know, I think they're all pretty good, but that one was definitely a step above the burrito that I've had before. Don't know how I'd compare it with the yaki udon. I think they're both pretty good. I like the items there from Lucky Fortune Cookery. I will say that the chicken sandwich was very, very filling. Like, I could almost not eat the whole thing. And I know that Amy wouldn't be able to eat the whole thing, and it's way too spicy for my children. So take that advice for what you will. I've got some time to kill before my next lightning lane, and so I figured we'd grab a little mid-afternoon snack now, dessert if you will, for lunch, and we're actually going to go to this little ice cream cart behind us. The cast member manning that stand, I believe his name was Hector. I actually forgot to pay close attention to his name badge. I'm pretty sure his name was Hector, but I don't know where he was from. I asked him what his personal favorite was, and you know what he said? He said, I gotta go with the classic Mickey bar. It's always been his favorite. However, he did say that a close second was the frozen strawberry lemonade. And I like those plenty fine enough, but we just went with the good old classic Mickey bar here today. That's what his gut reaction was that, so that's what we're gonna get. And he did let me know that I should let it sit for 5 minutes because it's frozen in dry ice. If you are used to Walt Disney World, the moment that they hand you a Mickey bar, it's pretty much already falling off the stick because it's like half melted already. Here at Disneyland, they are so frozen. If you tried to take a bite out of it the moment they handed it to you, you'd probably break your teeth. That's just how frozen it is. So, yeah, I gotta let them thaw a little bit. Mickey bar. I haven't had one of these since Disney World, maybe. Did I get one at Disney World? I don't remember now. Wow, was that good. I know you can buy those at places like Ralph's and other grocery stores. I've done it before. I've eaten the ones from Ralph's. They're a little bit smaller, a little bit, not quite the same size. But for some reason, they just taste different here too. You know, it's like Disney popcorn. I feel like Disney popcorn, even though it's mostly just like the same thing as movie theater popcorn, there's got to be something different about it. That the ice cream bars from the grocery store just don't have the quite like the same chocolatey texture, chocolatey flavor to it. I don't know. It's just better here. It's so good. Oh, I love it. It's about an hour later now. We're coming to the Cozy Cone Motel because I need something to drink. It is a hot one today, just like it was the last time. And we're gonna go to the Frozen Concoctions Cone. Now there are only 2 non-alcoholic drinks at this cone, so there's not a whole lot of choices, but you know, we'll see what the cast member picks for us. And here's what we got. We got the pomegranate limeade. They also have a lemonade, and they said a seasonal peach version, but I asked what she preferred, and this is the one that she told me. It was Julie from Southgate. And here we go, the pomegranate limeade. I don't think I've ever had this one before. Let's give it a try. Very tart. Very tart. I like pomegranate stuff though, so it's pretty good. I'm sure it'll be quite refreshing, but definitely tart. And for our final food selection of the video, we're gonna come to PYM Test Kitchen and see what the cast members' favorite food item is here. The line is quite lengthy. We'll see if it moves at all, or we may have to pass. The hard part is the mobile order is available for right now, but we have to talk to somebody in person. And the cast member that I was served by was Alyssa, and Alyssa said that her favorite item was the particle pasta, which you're seeing on your screen. However, she followed it up by saying she also loves the chimichanga. And the chimichanga is the only item that I have never eaten here at PYM Test Kitchen. So of course, that's the one that I went with. We're gonna give it a try and see how it goes. Here is a cross-section look for you so that you can see what is on the inside. It really just tastes like mostly like a fried burrito. I've had the chimichanga, the breakfast chimichanga, over at Disneyland a lot, but I don't know if I've ever actually had a regular chimichanga. So very good, Mexican flavors, and it's, you know, basically in a fried burrito. They actually do have this like red burrito layer underneath as well. And I think that's just for looks. I've been dipping it in the salsa back here, and it's pretty good too. Well, that's it for my time here today at Disneyland. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you've got questions, I've got answers, hopefully. So go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I'm always happy to help. Click this video to keep watching. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.